Hey guys, how are you doing? Hey, that you are feeling well and good. Of course, session lightweight abs, as in we are using lighter weights, not that it is a session for lightweights, okay? It's an ab intensive session for ab heavyweights. We can absolutely do this also just as a body weight only workout. So when I say lightweight weights, I do mean drop it right down. So these are 2 kilos each. Obviously, if you normally use kind of lighter weights anyway for your upper body workout, perhaps just doing it body weight only is enough. Or you could use, if you've got wrist weights that you can strap around your wrists, you could use those as well here, okay? If you're using something, pop it down to the side. Just come into a comfortable seated position for me. It doesn't have to be cross-legged, however you are comfortable. I want to just start in with a little bit of neck stretching. So take a little nod down, chin to chest, and then take it up to the ceiling. Just feeling that stretch coming from the front of your neck as you take your neck up, to the back of your neck as you take your chin down. Good. And then let's take it from side to side. Just getting that nice little twist in through from one side to the next. Hopefully that feels good for you. We'll come back through centre. We'll take it into little shoulder roll. Just alternate little shoulder rolls here. Here you can either have your hands on your knees, or if you prefer, you can bring your arms across your chest, take it into more of a little swim through. Good. We'll release, we'll come up and over, stretching out into the waist. Just making this a nice fluid stretch, so just nice and dynamic from one side to the next. Lovely stretch. Good. And then taking it into a seated cat-cow. So bring your hands onto your knees or whatever you can use to kind of stretch through, curving through that spine, pressing that chest away. You can lift your chin again here. Good, and release. So we're going to be sitting for our first set, then we're going to come down to lying. So we're going to sit up, as always, nice and taut, so really straighten it up through that spine for me. Knees bent, heels are flat on the floor, but not soles of your feet. I don't want you to spin forward. So lengthen up, pull that belly button in, roll and reset your shoulders. We're going to do the first move, just body weight only, then we're going to do it again, adding in the weights, if you so desire. So let's take the arms out in front, shoulders are relaxed down, away from the ears. We're going to take it into a little roll back, so pull that belly button in, round through the base of that spine. Good. And then we're going to come up into an overhead stretch. And I want those arms coming all the way up in line with your ears. So how far you come back here is going to be guided by how it feels for you. It could be a little way with your nice big stretch. It could be about halfway. Or if you're happy and you want to, you can come all the way down. If you do so, you can bring your arms up overhead and then pull all the way up. And not forgetting to take those arms up with you. So find your level. As always, with any ab work that we're doing, I don't want you to feel this in your lower back. I'm really just wanting to recruit those tummy muscles, get them feeling strong. Good, we're going to do 2 more. Once you've done your 2, just take it into a forward fold. So straighten out those legs. Exhale, come forward. You can walk your hands along. Maybe this is enough for you. Just coming into a little stretch. Hands to shins. Maybe you can walk down to ankles. Flex your feet, touch your toes. Or bring your chest even further towards your thighs. Take a moment here. Good. And then exhale, release. So as I said, we're going to do that exact set again, but we've got the option to bring in our light weights, and this is where you'll discover that they really do need to be light weights, okay? So you're going to hold your arms out, you're going to come back into your roll back, and then you're going to come into your overhead stretch. Don't forget your breathing to help you exhale, the hardest part of the move. the one where you're requiring your body to really work, be in control. Inhale when it's easier. Good. Beautiful, guys. Try and keep those arms straight for me if you can. How's it feeling? If you are using lighter weights, can you feel the difference? I know I said wrist weights would work here, and they totally will. It's just going to be a little bit of a faff taking them on and off again, but it's worth it. Good, let's do 2 more. So your timing might be slightly different than mine. So you finish off your 2, and then you can either come into a forward fold, or you can take your knees wide, hold onto your ankles and have a little rock through. You do the one that feels good for you. Good. Also give those shoulders a roll out. I know I said abs. You should have hopefully felt your shoulders kicking in there. Okay, good stuff. So we're going to stay seated for our next one. Back to body weight only. We're going to come into our bow and arrow. So sit up nice and tall for me. Draw that belly button in. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Palms are facing forwards. We take it back again to a depth that's comfortable for you. Turn your chest in the direction of the elbow that's coming back, okay? Good. Nice, slow, controlled movements here. We're not rushing through. Good. If you want to stay with just a twist, so stay more upright, if that feels better, then absolutely fine. If you want to lift the opposite heel, the elbow that's going back, absolutely fine too. We've got 1 more each side. Good. Release, come into a stretch. Maybe you want to come down onto your mat and come into a full body stretch. Stretches, that nice part. These are yours, so do what feels good. Ah, maybe it was a mistake coming down to lying and now you don't want to get back up again. We will though, we will. So you know what's coming. We're going to do exactly the same set, but we're going to bring in the weights if you want to. So, same setup, absolutely the same, and then back in. Good. Bow and arrow. Beautiful. Again, if you can, keep those arms straight as you come up to sitting. Hold them away from you. You're going to feel more intense. Good, guys. We've got it. Woo. How you doing? We've got 1 more each side. Beautiful. Release. Oh my goodness. Feel the difference, right? From here, we're going to come down onto our back. So, as always, we'll take a little moment when we go from sitting to coming down onto our backs just to get comfortable. So just waistbands, hairbands, anything that you need to make sure that you're not kind of compromising your neck or your lower back. We'll do a couple of little pelvic tilts here, guys. So just rock those hips up towards your rib cage. Press away, going between those 2 extremes and then stopping somewhere in the middle of those 2 ranges. Good. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor for now. We're going to come up into our first move, which is going to be a dead bug. There's always the option here, guys, to do this as a single leg. So if you're not comfortable up in tabletop, I want you to just lift opposite arm and opposite leg, keeping the other leg down on the floor as support, and we're going to take it into singles, okay? And if you're doing that, I'll let you know when our halfway point is and you can switch. Otherwise, you're going to come up into tabletop, knees above hips, arms up to the ceiling, and we still go opposite. The other arm stays up to the ceiling the whole time. I know, a little bit of brain power is required here. You can do it. Good. So again, we are very lightly, very gently tapping away. Exhale out. Inhale back in. Good. Single leggers, switch sides now. You're alternating. Just keep on going as you are. Beautiful. Try not to lift that lower back away from the mat too much. Try not to arch it away. If you feel that you are, tap slightly further in or keep the bend in the elbows. Keep those movements smaller. Good. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful stuff. Bring the knees into the chest. Have a little squeeze, rock, hug. If you want to lift your shoulders, you can, otherwise keep them down. Give that lower back a little bit of love. Good. And then release back down. Just rock that pelvis again. Let's refine that positioning. You might come out of it slightly. And then we're going to go again. You know the score. But we're going to bring in the weight. So again, if you're doing a single side, start off on a single side. I'll let you know when to switch. Exactly the same movements this time. It's the weight tapping down behind your head rather than your hands. Breathing really important here, guys. Exhale as you take your limbs away from your body. That's the hardest part. Inhale as you draw them back in. Good. Single leggers, switch sides. Woo. Doing great. Told you it wasn't abs for lightweights, it was lightweight abs. Good. Keep going. For 3, for 2, and 1. Perfect stuff. Release those weights down to the floor. Draw your knees in, or maybe you want to take a hold of your ankles or the soles of your feet and have a little happy baby rock. You do you. Beautiful, guys. Release your feet back down to the floor. We have got one more move that we're going to do. It's just going to require a single weight when we come onto the weighted part. We're going to exhale, lift the shoulders, and we're going to come into little reaches here. A little shoulder lift. Arms are extending towards your knees. Feet can be flat on the floor, or you could take your feet away and reach as if you're reaching towards the ankle. You want to pull that belly button down into the mat. Good. If it's too intense on your neck, single arm, support the neck just rather than pushing it forwards. Good. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Stretch it out however you see fit. I've gone overhead arms in a little knee roll. That's just what my body decided to do rather than that's what I was planning on doing. Good. And then we're going to come back in and we're going to finish that off with our pulses. So single weight held between both hands. Again, exhale, up, lift, and it's just a pulse. So we're literally up to about bra line height. Option to take those feet away. Reaching forwards. Good, guys. Keep breathing. Try not to hold the breath. I know you're concentrating. This is the last move. We've got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, and release. Okay, settle your weight down. Come and take yourself into whatever stretch feels good. I've gone wide legs, wide arms. Close off your eyes if you've got a little bit of peace and quiet around you. And just take a moment. If you're comfortable lying here and you just want to lie here for another minute or so, then absolutely do. If you want to come up to sitting to give shoulders and neck and waist a little stretch through, then you can do that too. Good. Into a neck roll if you're up with me. Beautiful. And into your reach overs. We're going to hold this time rather than coming straight onto the other side. How is everything feeling? Some good ab action going on there. Do take it back into your cat cow. You can always come around onto all fours if that gives you a bit longer. Otherwise, seated is fine. Beautiful stuff. Give your wrists and shoulders a little roll through. And guys, we are done. Lightweight abs in the bag. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you all on the next one. Take care.